The vigil was held in the field behind me. Dark now, but as you just saw, that wasn't the case about an hour ago. It was also a chance to pass out these flyers, hoping they'll lead loved ones to Provin. I couldn't resist buying a couple more of my own, and I actually did get one for each of you. So if you do win, remember us little people. I'll check them for you in a moment when you announce those lucky numbers. It's quiet out here right now, but yesterday this road was filled with emergency crews trying to keep those flames at bay.
Sam, how's it look?
Well, Eden, the sleet has almost stopped altogether here in Jackson County, but as the night's gone on and temperatures have fallen, I've seen it get more slick, and that's because of this thick layer of ice and snow covering much of the area. Rob Barrett is being paid $2,200 each month, and it's not clear why he was put on leave. Mayor Ashmore would only say they're conducting an internal investigation.
Sam, what can you tell us?
Eden and Emily, we're outside of Dr. William Hayes' office in Herrin, one of two spots hit overnight. As you can see, their AC is long gone. Apparently, the thieves had a device to open up these cages and get away with the heavy and expensive equipment. Lee continued to proclaim his innocence in court today. He apologized to Brittany's family without taking any responsibility for the murder. As you mentioned, Carbondale police are still on the scene here at the SIU Credit Union trying to solve a bank robbery from earlier this afternoon. And for now, their suspect is on the run. Mark, this is still a very fluid situation, so we're slowly learning more details. Just until a couple of minutes ago, this entire area was filled with emergency vehicles responding here to Old Route 146. The drug's easy to get a hold of, cheaper than ever, and addicts have found new ways to ingest it. Officials say the epidemic can't be ignored. Police say heroin is now the drug of choice in southern Illinois, destroying lives one hit at a time.
It's becoming the monster. It's a totally different monster than the methamphetamine because there's no labs involved.
A beast that took hold of E.J. Rojas of Energy.
Well, I stole from, my family and my friends, just to have drugs.
Turning his life upside down. Rojas lived on the streets at one point, doing anything to get a high.
People that are on heroin, they'll sell their own soul just to get a fix.
Relying on prescription pills until regulators cracked down.
That's when everybody I knew started, switching to heroin. It just blew up. It was the end thing. It was a lot cheaper, a lot stronger.
Undercover drug agent Tom McNamara says users often modify heroin.
In years past, you had to shoot it into your vein. Now you can smoke it, or you can encephalate it, which means snort it.
Which means the stigma of using a needle is eliminated. There's often a higher concentration of heroin in those hits, too.
Easy to get. Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
The drug is grown in Mexico now, then brought north of the border, and it's spreading in our region.
Slowly creeping its way across the river from, down by East St. Louis.
Rojas has been clean for almost a year. Rock bottom was losing his younger brother to a heroin overdose as they got high together. But overcoming the physical addiction was harder than he ever imagined.
I actually had to have, drugs in me to be able to go to work and not be throwing up all over the place.
Rojas's baby girl gives him inspiration to never return down that dark road. He hid a heroin addiction from everyone and wants parents to know how easily it can be done.
If you think just because you go to church or, you obey the law or anything like that, your son or daughter isn't using heroin, you're just ignorant.
We have to push ourselves to keep up with it because there's a lot of overdoses happening. People are dying in southern Illinois and many, many other places.
McNamara says we have to tackle heroin use from many angles: law enforcement, education, consequences from state's attorneys.
So what are the signs of an addict? What should people be looking out for?
Anything like used syringes, plastic baggies with one corner cut out, or people trying to hide their arms where they may be shooting up.
And what about treatment for heroin addictions here in our region? E.J.
Rojas said he couldn't quit without professional help. He went to rehab and still gets counseling from the H group. But it'll be a lifelong battle for him to stay away from heroin. Through the destruction in Brookport and neighboring Unionville shines the resiliency of this community.
These people, they've lost everything. They have absolutely nothing. And I just try to give them everything that they need.
Lisa Williamson's doing that every day. This volunteer from Mount Sterling Church brings the comforts of home to those who no longer have a roof over their heads.
You love fried chicken? All right. Looky here. Thank you, ma'am.
From sunup to sundown,
They know that I'm going to be there with a hot meal. They know where it's coming from, and they look forward to seeing us.
she drives the streets of Brookport and passes what's left of the town,
We got some fried chicken. You got fried chicken.
delivering 3 meals a day to survivors.
Here's some silverware.
Ladies, y'all don't know how much we appreciate all this.
When you're digging in this stuff all day long and you're hungry and you got a warm belly, and gets you going again, and yeah, it helps out a lot.
And this will have to be delivered pretty quick because it's hot food.
Food, cleaning supplies, they share it all.
They was in tears when I pulled up with them. It's just humbling to see somebody who has absolutely nothing be so thankful over a rake.
Sometimes there are no words.
I love them all, and there's no way that we could tell them what it means to us, and it'll never be forgotten.
As Carolyn Lewis tries to salvage anything, she's found hope.
It's amazing how much help we've had here. It's just overwhelming.
And Williamson has a new appreciation
We do it till it's gone.
for what's important in life.
I can go home and I can go to bed. I have my family.
Through the smiles and tears, these survivors, well, they keep her going.
And some people, they've lost it all.